Hi guys, it's Mr. Lanson here. So sorry I couldn't be there today. I wanted to do a quick note lesson on determining commission, and we're going to talk about what commission actually is and how to solve for it. So the first question is, what is commission? So what is commission? I want you right now to pause this video for about 10, 30, 15, 30 seconds, and I want you to write down what you think you know about commission or what you think it might be. So go ahead and pause the video. And then when you play it, I'm going to give you a couple of definitions for what commission is. Commission is typically, and you should write this down with me, a percentage of a value. So it's just a percentage of a value, and it's been something that we've been doing all along. It's just a new key vocab word for you and how you can total it. This is typically used as a form of income. And what I mean by income is a form of making money. So people, usually salespeople, so that could be whether you sell cell phones, shoes sometimes, houses, events or apps or any type of salesperson, they usually operate on a commission based, which means the amount of what they sell, they make a percentage of the amount they sell. So I give you this example. If you work as a real estate agent, you help sell homes, apartments, condos, buildings, etc. Real estate agents make money through commission. So they make a majority of their money through commission, meaning they get a percent of the amount of the house that they sell. So the larger or more expensive the house, the more money you make, meaning they make a percentage of the total cost of the house they sell. I'm going to give you two examples that deal with commission and either finding commission or finding the total value of the house based off the commission they give you. And really, it's just determining where we put the money. So where we put how we set up our equivalent ratio. So example A says you're a real estate agent and your company gives you 6% commission for every house you sell. If you sold a house for $150,000, how much commission would you make? Well, we can start off. We know 6% is 6 out of 100. Because 6% is always out of 100. Now I can set that equivalent. And what I got to figure out is where I put this $150,000. Well, if you make 6% of $150,000, that means $150,000 is the total of the home cost, which is 100% of what they paid for the house. So $150,000 goes in the denominator because the total always goes in the denominator. I'm going to use a variable here to represent the unknown. Now, you can either solve by finding the factor or cross multiplying. I'm going to cross multiply. So, when I cross multiply, I have to take $150,000 and multiply it by 6. Now, once I do that, sorry, I was looking for my calculator. So I'm going to multiply the diagonal. So I'm going to do $150,000 times 6. Then I divide by the third number, 100. So I get 900,000 divided by 100. And my answer is X equals $9,000. So if you are a real estate agent and you were you made 6% commission and you sold $150,000, you would make $9,000 off that one house you sold. I feel like I should have been a real estate agent. Example B. Again, you're a real estate agent and your company gives you 6% commission for every house you sell. If you made $7,500 in commission, how much did the house sell for? Meaning, how much was the total of the house? And I gave you a picture of my house right there that I just moved into DC last spring. It's a townhouse. So let's say I was selling this house and my realtor made $7,500. Now this is just an example. This is not what actually happened. Well, we'll start off with 6% again. So we'll make that 6 out of 100. Now, I set my equivalent ratio. And this time, instead of putting 7,500 in the denominator, I'm going to put this in the numerator because that represents 6%. It doesn't represent 100% of what the cost of the house was. It represents the 6% I made. So I made $7,500, which was 6%. Now I'm trying to figure out what the total house is going to cost, so I put a variable there. Now I can solve by cross multiplying. And I go diagonals first and I multiply these together. So $7,500 I'll put it over here so you can see. $7,500 times 100 gives me that. And then I divide by my third number, which is 6. And I get $125,000. So X equals $125,000. So that is how much the house sold for. If my realtor, the real estate agent, or me made 6%, meaning I made $7,500. So if I made $7,500 commission at 6% interest, that means I had to sell the house for $125,000. Using this information and these notes, I want you to complete the packet that has 6 houses. Notice that on this packet with the houses, it says record the price of each house and the commission that a real estate agent would earn for the sale of the house. The average commission earned by the real estate agent on a home sale is 3%. 3%. This is important. That is the commission you're going to use for each one of these houses. So you're going to operate on 3% commission for house 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Don't forget to answer this last question at the end. And then when you're done, there's Bubba's Diner worksheet at the end of the packet. And if you finish all of this, make sure you turn it into the sub. And I've posted some things on Khan Academy. All right, guys, have a great day and please be well behaved. See you later.